and what they understand. Difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Everybody has it.
Yep.
Right? So difference of opinion makes people what they are unique, different from the rest of the world, and ideologically and visionary, things like that. Relating it back to leadership, everybody has their own motive.
Yeah, it comes from somewhere, right?
Yeah, but how does it connect to a connected objective?
You mean a group?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you see, every action has an intent backing it up. I don't know why we stop that here. Every action has an intent backing it up. Every intent has a thought backing it up. And every thought has the environment backing it up. So the biases travel through this funnel. So whatever your opinion is, that is a begotten child of the thought that actually, brews inside your mind. And that thought is a child of the environment or the people or the society that you actually were raised into. Now, for critical thinking, and for any critical thinker, he has to open up this funnel to the core and then come out of the environment and challenge that environment through which he was, creating those thought processes, which led to some sort of an intent or senses, and which led to some sort of an intent and actions.
Well, I really respect your opinions, and your opinions sound very dramatically ideal for people.
No,
to
it's
look
not
forward
ideal
to
actually.
it.
No.
But does everybody think the same way? I mean, you come with logic and scientific explanations.
Where do you think your thought is coming from? You think you are the originator of your own thought? Somebody actually put it in your head. You don't even know that, right?
Yeah, maybe.
No, it's not. It's not maybe. It's a definite thing. It's just self-evident. I only think of stuff around wherever the origination of the thought is from the environment that I'm in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm thrown into water, I'm going to be thinking of coming out of the water, right? Then the environment sets the origin of the thought, the base, the seed of the thought.
Okay.
You need to know which environment you're in. What are the factors that influence any sort of origination of any thought? And then we think that we are defined by the kind of intent we have. No, we are defined by the kind of environment we have. Okay. And we can come out of that environment. We have the capability to rise up and go through, bisect all of these four processes: the action, intent, thought, and the environment. And then be our own selves, find our own true self. You know what? We can be the biggest proponent. Any human being can be the biggest proponent on the 7 billion planet Earth. Even the universe.
Yeah.
If you can just come out of this funnel.
If you can.
People can.
I
people
hope
have.
People do.
People will. You'll never lose faith. I never lose faith.
Understandable. Faith is something that keeps us all driving.
Yeah, people have done that. So I have faith in the human. Well, you think I'm a scientist. I study human genome. I study what kind of power is put inside a single individual.
Okay.
Okay, it's called source code. That's why I named my company Source Code. That's the power of the human being.
Well, source code is actually... I hope we look forward to have all this information in the AI in the future, so that the next of the generations can.
Well, that's a totally different.
Anyways, that's entirely a different conversation.
Yeah. Well, not entirely, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay. The reason I started with the leadership question is, I have seen you saying that at many platforms. Choose your leaders wisely, and you have been saying that find your leaders locally instead of going global.
Yeah.
Come on, world is becoming a global village. Why would you limit people to look into the box that they are from?
Well, no matter how small a village this planet becomes, there will always be fragmentation in terms of race, in terms of color, in terms of belief systems. You will always have that.
Is that the fate you were talking about?
No.
Why would we have all this? This might go away in the future.
Let me finish here. Let me tell you how it works. Our chemistry actually has this radar that actually chooses its own alpha. You have to understand that.
Okay.
And if you have an alpha which is not from your own philosophy, you're going to have a cognitive level dissonance, a confusion which is going to break your mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if you have a localized hero, you will have a way better chance of coming out of this funnel and reaching to your own completion of whatever you can do for your philosophy. Now, I respect every philosophy. But there has to be one singular philosophy, and that's just is self-evidently, calling to us. And there cannot be two different philosophies for the same single individual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's where it comes down to. That's where the buck stops.
Okay.
Now this is where I want leadership prism to be placed, right in the middle of all the philosophies. And then qualify, which is the actual philosophy, which is absolute, which is true. It speaks to the core of the very source code of human beings. And by the end of the day, if you have different individuals which are brewed right from their own philosophies, then yeah, we can have a very reachable conclusion. But if you have confused people following each other's philosophy, because we are going to follow the alpha. So if you have an alpha which is not from your philosophy, you will have absolutely no chance.
There is a difference between ideology.
Same thing. Ideology is a subset of a general
ideal
philosophy.
and realistic. There are two different words, right? Ideology is only based that you create an idea and you create the means to get there, instead of being realistic. Okay, this is possible, this cannot be done, and I want to move forward with it.
Yeah. So ideology.
So why limit yourself?
All ideologies are based on a core philosophy, right? Of why are we here? Or what are we about to? What is the bigger purpose?
This is the reason why many countries are underdeveloped, many are developed. So why not we look up to developed countries for a better example?
To achieve what?
To lift up the society with
Now,
the same
give me
attitudes.
a measure. We can't just be very abstract about this. Lift up a society meaning what? Give me an indicator of a lifted society.
If we have scientists of the sort from the West,
Yeah.
so we can obviously bring a revolution around, right?
Of what?
We should look forward to
No.
heroes.
Give me. Let's just say we have
Elon Musk, for example, is a person.
What is he trying to achieve?
He's trying to...
Give me. Well, let's just say, assuming in an ideal case scenario, Elon Musk has actually
He's created rockets.
Let's just say he's successful in all of his endeavors. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Where is the change going to come to the 7 billion people?
The change. He's doing that for the planet. He's creating the access to other
Planets.
to moon, to other planets. He's creating
For what?
means,
See, that's where the
technology,
philosophy.
study,
I'm asking a
reach.
very basic question here. What is the change for 7 billion people? What are they getting if this kind of...
They're getting more aware of what is around their planet, out of their planet. They're
So he's a
broadening
researcher.
and the research.
No, I need you to give me the final destination here. That's an inner calling, by the way. We need to. And we're built in for that.
What is your final destination?
Oh, heaven, for God's sakes. It's calling for it. It's designed inside our system. You think we're from this planet? Do you actually believe that this body is from this planet?
I would like to keep this conversation in a way that everybody able to get it, right? Not everybody believes in that. People believe in current life that
I don't really care what people believe in. What I'm saying is understand the answers, the questions that your body is asking. Okay, I don't want to go into a creationist versus an atheistic belief system here.
Exactly.
I'm talking about philosophy here.
Being biased.
No. I'm talking about philosophy. Okay, this very body and this soul and the spirit and whatever that we have. There's way more research done on this for thousands and thousands of years, way before science. With science. Now, we cannot get the real answer as to where did this come from and what does this machine want.
Well, this machine, I'm assuming at the moment, I'm not creating an issue for myself in the society. For example, listening to you, listening to many people, I say that people from the history, I'm going to be very brutal about it, were saying crap. That's the reason we are ending up in wars, in conflicts.
What's the reason again?
Whatever philosophies that people have been believing in.
Yeah.
Because of
we are going to go into war because of philosophy.
Exactly. So that's going to be more violent. So I say that they call it crap. Why not I create my own philosophy that...
Hence more wars. Because there's one more philosophy, right?
Okay. Point made. But the philosophy itself can be generated from anywhere. It does not...
No. See, that's a good point. Now, is this philosophy... out of thin, you're going to just pull a philosophy out of thin air? Of course not, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to read a book and just generate a philosophy. You will have to go inside your own system and see. If I give you a piece of machine, you can sense, and I tell you this piece of an engine, right? Now, can you tell the purpose of this piece of engine, this metal? I'm going to give you that. Of course you can. You can reverse engineer it and then try and see what. So there's going to become from a piece of crap to becoming a very important proponent of that engine, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you will find out the purpose of this piece of metal, right? So what I'm saying is, you have a piece of engine.
Okay.
You'll have to find out where does it fit in the bigger diagram, and then what does this engine do, and where is it going to lead us to? That's philosophy. That's not an ideology.
Well, okay, but
and people are reading it. Neurosciences, scientists are going way deeper into it, and that's why I know. That's how I know that this machine, first of all, is not local. Secondly, it's got a lot bigger purpose to serve somewhere else than just trying to mark borders from between two countries and try and get more resources in and try and feed this basic need of hunger and other whims that we are carrying. There's so much more that our body requires. Why do you think we are actually heading towards Mars and Moon? It was a basic requirement of our individual self. We're not going there for leisure. It was an inner calling that every human being has been looking at the stars and saying, there has to be something. A desire is incorporated in our gene code. And that is something which I'm actually calling to right now. And that's where pure leadership actually starts from.
Okay. Can you explain it in a simple version, a simple way?
Well, all the desires of the human being.
Yeah.
Are indicators, are alarms.
To create philosophies.
No, that there is a philosophy.
Okay.
Okay, and that there is a satisfaction of all of these desires. Well, if you go into all of your natural, worldly, animalistic desires, then you can fulfill it here. But there's so much more to the human desire system that you can actually read. A child can read those systems and see, this desire can